defense. This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Parker unable to get that one, but now it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll run with a former Bear and Eagle. It's Jordan Howard. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Pass interference. Defense.
So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Now he'll pull it down. And now the juke. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we've reached halftime. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated. Ready to go for the second half. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 27. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Now it's Burrow. He's going to let it go again. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Pass interference. Defense.
They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A more big picture discussion. We talked about the races in the AFC, but how about the NFC? Let's start out west. You got 4 teams out there at 500 or better. Seattle 6-1, Arizona 5-2. What do you think about the West, CD?
I do like Seattle, despite the fact that they lost at Arizona recently in overtime. They've got Russell Wilson. They win the division.
Yeah, it's probably looking like the Bucs and Saints in the South. They meet in Week 9. You have a preference there?
I do think the Tampa Bay's defense makes the difference in this one, despite the fact that New Orleans has won this division the last 3 years.
All right, we saved the best for last. You knew we had to go to it. What do you think's going to go on in the disaster that is the NFC East?
Believe it or not, Philadelphia's getting healthier and getting some of their key players back. I think it's Philly's division to lose.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
32-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4, Fitzpatrick. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Fitzpatrick on target to Wilson. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down. Not only another 1st down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
Intended for C.J.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Pushing through the contact. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. A Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score.
Dolphins, nothing. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
25-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Fitzpatrick's pass.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Fitzpatrick trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
To kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
And out come the Dolphins now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows?
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Ryan Fitzpatrick sacked. Carlos.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten. Right from the word go.